Icon Swaps 2 is going to be released very soon in FIFA 21 Ultimate Team, and we are all extremely excited to finally move on to a new season, and we are going to be getting loads of new token objectives, and we can finally grind hopefully towards some nice icons, or if not, at least some icon packs or maybe some regular packs. Maybe we could see the return of the 83 plus times 25, maybe perhaps it's even going to be improved. We're going to be predicting that in this video, and also talking about lots more details and information that is very important to know about Icon Swaps 2. When is it going to be coming out? Is it definitely going to be coming this Friday, or is it going to be maybe a little bit later? And also, what's the situation with Prime Icon Moments? Talking a little bit about that as well. So just before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure you guys are definitely subscribed to this channel, because I'm going to be making lots more videos just like this one, predictions for all of the future promos, winter refresh, those winter upgrades, when are they going to be coming, how is that all going to be working, explaining everything that you need to know. So just definitely make sure that you are subscribed and you will not miss any of those future videos. So getting straight into this one now, we did get the first Icon Swap set way back in December, and it is split right down the middle. Usually we get the first 8 token objectives, and then after a few weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, we do get the final ones, the remaining 10, to total up to 18 tokens. And usually how we get it, how we've recently been having it, we have loads of packs that are going to be included in Icon Swaps, like I did already mention, and just taking a look at them so we can predict what sort of is going to be happening in Icon Swaps 2. Well, we did have 2 ultimate packs. That is going to be quite interesting. In my opinion, that could maybe be transferred over to 4 or maybe 5 if EA Sports are of course going to be keeping that same pack. Then we did have an extremely popular 83 times 25 pack. I do feel we could get the exact same thing maybe returning, or if EA Sports do want to improve it to 84 plus, but because they do know that it was so hyped and everyone did enjoy it so much, I do actually think there's quite a high chance of them bringing it back, maybe a little bit revised. They could maybe increase it, I guess. I mean, it would be silly if they did downgrade it, that would be ridiculous. So hopefully it is just going to be a little bit improved, or it is just going to be the exact same thing again. And of course the 85 plus 5 times pack, that as well, maybe that could be 86 or 87 plus. It is going to be truly up to EA Sports, but maybe we can expect it again on the lower end, so maybe 2 tokens, then 3 tokens, then 5 tokens. I think that is a great way to start it. Then taking a look now at the first few players that I am going to be predicting, it is going to be a little bit difficult with Prime Icon Moments. We're not really too sure when we're going to be getting them. All we do know that it is going to be definitely coming in February, and it can kind of be narrowed down to mid-February. So I do think the 12th does actually count as the mid, because February is actually a short month, only 28 days. So I do think there is a chance of them being released, and that would be great because then they can include stuff in here, Prime Icon Moments, all of that good stuff. But then they can do it anyways, because if they only release the first 8 tokens, the last ones at the end, if we do get, for example, a Beckham Prime Icon Moments or a few other cards, a Ballack, someone like them, I have made amazing cards. As we can see here, they do look absolutely incredible. If they are on the low side anyway, if they are going to be 17 tokens, 15, 16 tokens, no one can get them at all. So technically they haven't yet been released, but it would be announcing them before they do announce the rest, if you guys do understand what I am saying. So fingers crossed we are going to be getting Prime Icon Moments on Friday, so that does allow them to be included in here as well, and maybe to get Prime Icon or Prime Icon Moments packs as well, possibly player picks. I do think it would be a lot more interesting if we do actually get Prime Icon Moments, so definitely fingers crossed for that. So then taking a look then after what sort of cards we could get after the base packs that we are going to be getting, the ultimate packs, everything like that. I do think Schmeichel, he does have a decent chance. EA Sports really do not make these first few cards too expensive. I wouldn't really put anything more than 500, 600, maybe max 700, 800k. So I would say Schmeichel, maybe Prime Icon Moments, hopefully for 7 tokens, I do think would be quite a good deal. Then Schweinsteiger at 9 tokens, I think this is going to be quite a good one. I wouldn't really want to go for any of his higher special cards because they are going to start getting a lot more expensive, but maybe a Rio Ferdinand 88 could be really good for 9 tokens as well, but I do think that's a little bit more optimistic. Xavi 90 rated as well could maybe be pushing in there somehow. I do think Xavi does have quite a decent chance of making it in, so maybe it is going to be a higher rated version of him higher up for more tokens, but I do think his 90 rated wouldn't really be too bad for those 9 tokens or that Rio Ferdinand 88, and worst scenario, it is actually going to be that Schweinsteiger. Then we do have Del Piero. I do think 9 tokens and 11 tokens, it is quite switchable, but I do think it would be a pretty good card if we could get a Del Piero maybe. But if they are going to be treating us maybe a little bit better, I wouldn't mind Alarm, a 91 rated, his prime at that right back position, German. I do think this would be very interesting, and this is going to be, his value is around 1.1 million, so this is where it really starts to get interesting. But do keep in mind that they do go quite down in price when they do actually get this card, because now of course, or eventually after the month or so when all of the tokens are going to be available, then we are going to be getting that card, of course, access to this card. And remember, after 8-9 tokens, that is when they should start getting better. So this Alarm is my proposition. I do think a lot of people would find him interesting, and it is sort of the player that EA Sports do go for, because his prime technically is cheaper than his 89 CDM card. So that is what EA Sports do usually enjoy putting in a card like that. So I do think Alarm would be quite good, and we would all be happy with that. No one would really be complaining. Then we do have Laurent Blanc. I think this could be a really good card, one that is going to be extremely hyped. I've gone for his 91 rated card, even though his mid version doesn't really make too much of a difference. They're priced the same on the market, so I do think if they are going to be going for 13 tokens or maybe 12 tokens, then I do think this would be quite a good card, and I do think everyone is going to be loving this. Very definitely very hyped, and a similar price range to Lahm, but I do think Blanc is going to be more popular. Then we do have George Best. This is where it really does get interesting. 14 tokens. I've gone for really expensive player, and I'm hoping it's not really going to be too over optimistic, but definitely this is going to be a positive video, and we are trying to hope for something better than what EA Sports are going to be going for. So George Best, I've gone for his 90 rated card, 14 tokens. I do think a lot of people would be wanting to get him. Absolutely amazing player, but I'm not really too sure if EA Sports are going to give it to us, especially for 14 tokens. Then we do have Puskas, and I do think this would be an absolutely incredible card, but I do think unfortunately he is just too unattainable. I don't really think EA Sports are going to go for him. 2.3 million on the transfer market, even for his baby version. I do think this is just going to be too far-fetched, and I think EA Sports are probably definitely not going to be giving this to us, unfortunately. But I do still hope that we are going to be seeing him maybe in Icon Swaps 3 or something like that. But I do think we still should get some better cards than we did see in Icon Swaps 1. And again, maybe this Rio Ferdinand could actually come quite late at the end here, possibly for those 17 tokens if we do put a better version of him in here, possibly his 90 rated card or something along those lines. And also Xavi, I think that a lot of people are excited for him. If he does get in here, that could be a card that comes literally right at the end for 17 tokens. And do remember, again, Icon Swaps 1, we did only get 6 players, 6 cards, 6 icons, so I'm not too sure if we're going to get more of them. It is going to depend on how many packs EA Sports do want to give to us. I do think maybe 1 or 2 more cards would be a little bit better. I do think they need to control it a little bit more with the icon packs. There was just too many. They were out of control. It does need to be less variation of them, and it needs to just be higher quality if they are going to be doing these icon packs. So they need to keep in mind what icon SBCs are also available at the same time. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. We should be getting icon swaps Friday, the February the 12th, but it isn't confirmed by EA Sports, so just do keep that in mind, even though everyone does expect it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.